that headset thing. Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. I am Violette de Ayala. I'm the founder and CEO of FemCity, and you're joining me today for our Monday Motivation Series. Today, though, we're talking about business and holiday sales. Our intention is to help women, small business owners, get a lot of revenue in the last couple of weeks of the year, grow their sales, and of course, do it in a happy way. I've invited one of our FemCity Global members who I love very much, Nicole Colwell. She's actually our FemCity Dallas leader. She is part of our global members, very active there. She's also our director of partnerships. She has a great podcast that helps people transition from the corporate world into entrepreneurship. She's writing a book, I believe. She also does consulting. She's just like all over in a beautiful way. I'm so happy to see everything that you do, Nicole, flourish and grow. You're just such a beautiful person. And I love seeing the growth of your success. Every day you're succeeding more and more. So bravo to you. And for those that are joining us live, you can ask questions. We encourage you to ask questions. If you're watching the replay, because I know many of you do on the weekends, you can always reach out to Nicole if you have any questions, or any of our FemCity experts, I should say. You can always reach out to them. Our intention collectively is to help you make money, grow your brand, and live a very happy life. Nicole, anything you want to add before we dive into our holiday sales 101 conversation?
Violet, thank you so much for having me there. I'm blushing because of that intro. So thank you so much. So excited to be here and talk about sales because, as you know, it's something that I'm very passionate about. And holiday sales, everybody is trying to get this end of the year closeout. And it's very difficult sometimes to stay motivated. First of all, there's a lot of shiny objects. We're getting distracted here and there. And also, I think some of us are just tired at the end of the year, just a little bit tired. So I think we wanted to talk a bit about, how to stay motivated during the holiday season. And I think if we focus on the fact that what we're doing, whether we have services or products, we have something of value that can help someone in some way. And so if we kind of go back to focusing on that sales is basically an exchange of value that we can kind of reframe, especially during this holiday season when everything is so chaotic, that we have something that could actually help someone out. Start to think of it that way, changing the way we're looking at it and saying, what do people need right now? How can this be of help to them? And also share with them how whatever it is you're offering could actually help them out.
Yeah.
People are right now.
Yeah. And you're reminding me that you actually taught a really great class on sales. So for those of you that want to dive in, and we're going to dive into the conversation today, but if you want supplemental resources, head over to the FemCity library because Nicole's taught a couple, I believe, on sales, like how to generate sales, how to connect to sales, how to feel good with sales. Because I think sometimes, Nicole, I know you see this all the time with your clients, is that we can't get to the increase of sales because we're at the beginning feeling already icky about it. And so if you feel icky about something, you cannot grow something that you're kind of feeling detached about. So that I know you've covered in the past. I don't want to spend too much time there, but if that's someone that's listening right now and feels a little icky about sales, go back to Nicole's class because she taught a great one on how to connect, how to really love sales when it comes to your business. It's all about that mindset. So you mentioned a little bit also about, the mindset shift, right? Of like making it so that you truly connect with that belief that you are of service to other people. At the end of the day, that's what sales is just that belief that you're going to help someone live a better life, grow a bigger business. How can we gear up to sell throughout the rest of the month? Because I think a lot of femmes are also thinking it's already the 13th of the month. Like, there's no way I'm going to make any sales in the next couple of weeks. And I really want to, but there's no way I'm going to do it. What are some tips that you've given your clients that you think will help these members of ours that want to generate a lot of revenue in the last couple of weeks?
So I've had people who said, there's no way I'm going to sell anything by the end of the year. I don't have anything new to offer. Stop and listen to your clients. What do they need right now? Last year, I remember a guy I was talking to who said, during the US Thanksgiving holiday, he had 3+ people tell him that they were having a problem with something. And he said, that's something I can help them with. So he really quick came up with an offer, something that he could teach, a workshop that would address this issue. And I think it was around time management. And he said, I hadn't intended to do it, but I thought, you know what, if I'm hearing this over and over again, maybe I should offer something. And so he did. And he said, I had a 5-figure, launch with it. He said, I just put it together really quick. I asked my audience, I sent out an email and said, would you be interested if I offered this workshop? Had so many people who said yes that he did it. Look at things a little differently because people have been able to do it. People buy things at this time of year. They're obviously, and it's companies buy things, private individuals buy things. I know that I managed major budgets and most people said, oh, we can't do anything. We can't sell anything or buy anything at the end of the year. No one's purchasing. And I said, well, that's when for my company, I did a ton of purchasing because I had budget that needed to be used and I wanted tax benefits. So I think it does go back to looking at things a little bit differently. How can you help people at this time of year? How can that people probably need to spend budget or they are looking to do something different at this time of year. Maybe they have gifts for others or themselves. We can look at those different things to find different opportunities.
Love that. So just to recap, you're advising, change the perspective. First of all, change that narrative, right? Like, don't think that you can't sell anything. There's a lot of money that needs to be spent in the next couple of weeks. So change that narrative that's going on in your mind. That's the first tip that you gave. You also gave a great tip of like listening to see and hear what your clients are going through right now and what of that fits into your spectrum of expertise, right? So if they, like your client, you were saying that was his expertise, he went ahead and like listened to say, how do I fit into that conversation? How can I aid? How can I be of service when it comes to that? And then of course, in that third part is you're doing a focus group saying, you know what, I'm thinking about doing this, that confirmation. How many of you would be interested? Would it be of value to you? Would it be something that would help you? Which I think is also a way of selling because you've done a soft sale already. You know what I mean? Like they've already kind of like, oh my gosh, yes, totally, a minute. That's already like a step, a touch that reconfirms that. And then of course, following through, creating it, figuring out how to monetize on that in a fast way. So those are 4 excellent tips that you gave that everyone can do today. So start thinking about what your clients are going through right now, how you can help in that transition, that challenge, that struggle that they're going through. Get that confirmation, make sure, hey, is this something that you guys would want to do? And then of course, move forward and create it for them with a way to monetize on it. The idea is not to give more work to yourself and you're not monetizing on it. The idea is to add sales, add money into your pocket.
Absolutely.
Did you want add anything more to it? I feel like I cut you off.
No, sorry, it cut out just a little bit. No, and I think just looking at it a little bit differently and not limiting yourself or your clients. I don't like to make assumptions about other people, what they're wanting right now at this time of year or what they're planning to spend on. I've had some people who I was talking to a fitness trainer and she said, nobody buys at this time of year for me. They wait till January. And I said, well, that's really interesting because I've talked to several people who are looking to start a program now so that they can enter the year already in a routine. So again, whether you're selling products, which obviously during this holiday season is a great time to sell products because people are looking for gifts for others and themselves, but also services. People are gearing up and getting ready for 2022. So they're starting to think now about what they might need, how they can start making improvements now. So they're not, just inundated in January and, feel that extra pressure. Looking at also micro offerings. You might have something already small that you have an offering like an evergreen. One of my suggestions to people, especially those in services, don't put yourself on sale. Add some extra value. add something a little like a bonus or something to help people understand or what you're offering to help them make a buying decision. Maybe that little bonus gift with purchase, so to speak, is something that might motivate them as well and gives them an extra bonus for taking advantage of this time of year.
Love that. And that added value. So if you're listening to Nicole and you're like, that doesn't work, think about all those times, I myself included, that I've been like, oh my gosh, that candle, like I love added value for the holiday season.
Yeah.
3 candles. And if you buy the box, you get like 3 more or 2 more. I'm like, that's great. So I love Linda's actually adding some love here. I heard the other day, invest 2021 for 2022 success. I love that. I had a really big meeting today. That I'll tell you about later, Nicole. And it's going to be really great for 2022. So I'm personally doing that. I'm actually investing money now to prepare for a really successful 22 versus waiting until January 2nd. I'm doing it
Right.
now so that January 2nd comes along and I've already got my groove on. I already have my entire 2022 is planned out. Campaigns, promotions, everything is so start doing it now. And by the way, I've just invested in 2 fitness things. So it's funny that you say that. I literally just did that this weekend because girlfriends, we were all talking about it. I was like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Why wait? Why wait?
Why wait?
Yeah.
Exactly. So I think it's a great time of year to do that. And again, think about your clients, think about your customers, what they need and how you can help them. Because again, sales is just an exchange of value, an exchange of benefit. If you start to reframe the way you look at it, there's a lot of possibilities. I think we have 17, 18 days left of the year. See what you can accomplish in that time.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. I love that, Nicole. What a great and Linda, because I know you know Linda also. Linda says, you gave me my goal for the January accountability. So I can't wait to hear about it, Linda. Can't wait to hear about it. And Sonia, another FemCity Global member, plan to have a better business now going into the next year.
Love it.
I think a lot of us are doing that. We're preparing for 2022 right now so that it's calm and we have clarity. I always find the last 2 weeks of the year my most productive because I'm not in meetings and my energy is recharged constantly. And I always find like it's a really kind of great place to close out energetically and then prepare for 2022. But working on those sales is really important. Final advice that you have for femmes that are looking to really create tremendous revenue in the next couple of weeks?
Oh, that's a good, I think it is just pause for a moment, take a deep breath, and see what you want priorities for now through the end of the year. If
Yeah.
it's revenue from now through the end of the year, focus on that. If it's preparing for next year and your next offering, do that. Everybody's different. Everybody's in a different situation with their business. So decide what's your biggest priority and how you can be of greatest service to your clients. And that's going to make you feel fulfilled and feel happy to close out this year on a positive high note.
Love that. Love that. And you can do it. You can do it. So again,
Definitely.
go back to your mindset. If you're still kind of spinning it and saying it can't be done, go back, listen to some of her other classes, come back and do our homework. It was just 4 steps that you can do. It's very easy. Even the micro offering, something that you already have, think about that. Again, it has to fit into the conversation today. So thinking about the trend, just like if you're pitching in PR, you're going to be pitching for what's current right now, not what's going to be
Definitely.
current in May of 2022. So love that. All right. So, Nicole, I'm sure some of our femmes would love to reach out to you and get to know more about the work you're doing in this world. Do you want to mention your podcast or your website? Like, what's the best way that they can reach out to you?
So you can find me at NicoleColwell.com and my podcast, The Corporate Expat Experience. It's on all major platforms, Apple, Google, Spotify, all of them now, finally.
Yes. Amazing. And by the way, congratulations on that podcast. I see so many of our members quoting you from the podcast all over. So that's where I know it's successful. Like they're taking such great advice and wisdom from what you're sharing. So congratulations on all your successes from 2021, including the podcast as well. So, and Sonia gave like a little love. So thank you so much, Sonia, for that. All right, ladies. that is it for today. Let us know. Keep in touch. We have, as Nicole just shared, we have about 17, 18 days. Can't believe it. When you said that, I was like, oh my gosh. But these were great tips. By the way, you can use these tips throughout the year. So these are great tips for you to, think about throughout the year. So don't think it's just for the next couple weeks. And again, you can always reach out to Nicole. Head over to NicoleColwell.com. And again, check out her podcast on every platform that hosts great podcasts. Thanks so much, everyone. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.